Hey folks, Mark here. Hope you're all doing very well. So it seems like more and more people seem to be getting the message about veganism, and some more news out today that I've just been reading about that I thought I'd share with you. UK doctors say stop eating meat to help prevent health crisis like the current one we're going through at the moment. The quote is, "Our industrial scale factory farms are like a ticking time bomb." Well, for you and I already vegans, we already know that factory farming, industrial scale factory farming, is such a disgusting problem that we have now, not just for the health of the animals, but the health of humans and for the health of the planet. So I'll just go over some of these points from this story and we'll have a little chat about it. Dr. Gemma Newman, also known as the Plant Powered Doctor, who is a senior partner at a UK medical practice and non-profit organisation Plant Based Health Professionals UK, is calling on the public to give up eating meat, great idea, and ideally other animal products including dairy and eggs to help prevent future crippling global health disasters such as the current health disaster. That would also be helpful in terms of averting health problems like heart disease, cancer, blood pressure, high blood pressure, and diabetes, of course, as we all know. She goes on to say, some politicians and commentators blame China for COVID-19, but they do not mention that all of the recent major disease outbreaks have been caused by tampering with animals and their habitats. This is what happens when you take nature and you mess with it. Or that our chicken salad and pepperoni pizza could be the next big health risk. Very interesting, and of course very, very true. Everybody is talking about the illness, and it's talking about China and the Chinese apparent cover-up and all that sort of stuff, but nobody's mentioning the fact that all of these diseases and illnesses we've had, these pandemics, they all stem from the same source. They all stem from people either consuming animals or messing with their natural cycles. Dr. Newman goes on to say, the inconvenient truth is that factory farms put a strain on animal health, as I said, and human and the planet's health, which means we treat them with antibiotics and small doses end up in your meal. Well, yeah, when you eat meat, you're consuming the flesh of a dead animal, and whatever foods or medicines or antibiotics that animal has consumed, you're also taking them into your body. So you're ingesting antibiotics that the animal has been force fed. Those antibiotics are not antibiotics that are suitable or healthy for humans. There are studies that suggest that an extra 10 million people may die by 2050 as a result of antibiotic resistance. What's happening is that we're taking so many antibiotics, and we've got so many antibiotics in our dead animals, that we are becoming resistant to those antibiotics. Therefore, they don't work, and therefore they don't treat the illnesses that they're supposed to treat. Dr. Newman goes on to say, we can add viral pandemics to these figures too. This current crisis shows us that we are not prepared for the future we are creating. That's absolutely true. We're not prepared for the apocalypse that is coming because of factory farming. That's simply because the people that make money from it don't want us prepared for the future, because to prepare for the future means being honest and open about how farming is an absolute disgrace and how it's destroying animal health, destroying human health, and destroying the planet. Our industrial scale factory farms, she says, are like a ticking time bomb, yet I can guarantee that lentils will not spark a viral pandemic anytime soon. Absolutely true. Industrial scale factory farms are like a ticking time bomb. That's exactly what it is. We're creating a world through farming that we simply have no control over. And having no control over that is only going to just blow up in our faces in the future. And of course it already is. because the illnesses associated with consuming animal products are rising all the time. The planet, which is being killed more by animal agriculture than anything else, is dying. And not to mention the fact that animals are being abused and mistreated and degraded and massacred, causing physical agony and psychological agony every single second of every single day. That's why veganism is the best option. There's another quote here. In addition, intensive farming of animals necessitates the widespread use of antibiotics, which has contributed to a dramatic rise in the number of antibiotic-resistant infections affecting humans. As I said earlier, we have now entered an era where it is not uncommon for doctors to find themselves treating patients with bacterial infections for which there are no effective antibiotics. And what that means is, as I said earlier, we're using so many antibiotics and we're consuming them through the dead animals that the illnesses that the antibiotics shouldn't cure, they mutate, they evolve, because they're so used to the antibiotics. They know how to fight off the antibiotics. And so we are becoming more and more susceptible to those diseases, and the antibiotics are simply not working. This is why people should go vegan. It's not just about the animals. It's not just about the planet. It's not just about losing weight and looking great in a pair of Speedos or a bikini on Instagram. This is an absolute tragedy that is waiting to happen, and as we can see throughout the world, it's happening right now. We're becoming resistant to these antibiotics that are treating these illnesses. At the moment, we've got illnesses that we can treat with these antibiotics, and they're not too much of a problem. So you can get a chest infection and you can take the antibiotics and that'll kill it. But as time goes on, we become more resistant to those antibiotics. In the future, who knows? Chest infections will probably end up killing people because we won't have the antibiotics to destroy the illness. So, you know, more and more people are waking up. This is a fantastic article. You know, doctors. That's the key for me. When more and more doctors start telling the truth and stop lying and stop covering up the lies for the meat and dairy industry, then veganism will really take off. Because at the moment, when you listen to most doctors, particularly the kind of clowns that you see on, you know, mainstream media, morning TV shows, they do not tell the truth about human health. You are still seeing doctors telling people that milk is good for you. You still see doctors saying that eating chicken's eggs is good for you because of the protein and you know, absolutely crazy. You know, eating chicken's eggs for proteins is like smoking a cigarette to get oxygen into your lungs. It's so stupid. So please, if you're not vegan, please consider going vegan. Don't take my word for it, because I'm a vegan, so obviously I have a certain amount of bias. Do your own research, because that's what I did before I went vegan. And as soon as you do your own research, man, there's nothing that can hold you back. Going vegan's easy. More and more doctors are converting now to veganism. It's becoming more popular. It's never, ever, in the history of the human race, it's never been more easy to become a vegan because of the food that's about, because of online stores all delivering vegans. I've been reading lots about all these vegan startups that are coming up now. So please, folks, go vegan. Do your own research. Listen to doctors who aren't covering up the lies of the meat and dairy industry. I've been Mark. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Please give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you all again very, very